all have a role to play. Cybersecurity requires individual and collective action. We all have to achieve cybersecurity goals. We all have to identify challenges and solutions together. And we also have to practice cyber hygiene. I remember when we held our own cybersecurity conference, by the end of the meeting, I didn't want to switch on my cell phone. But even when I said I don't want to switch on my cell phone, they said, well, your enemies can still detect you, cell phone switched off or on. Kenyans need to understand how to handle their cell phones, their computers, their laptops, whatever, because we leave ourselves so vulnerable to so many challenges, so much identity theft, so much cyberbullying, so much ransom seeking. And many of these threats we can handle on our own if we just knew how to do so. So as one of the speakers has said, it's essential that we instill basic computer security skills at every level, from the education of our youth all the way to dealing with big analysts in overseeing huge systems in government and elsewhere. We need to ensure that our young people in particular understand how to protect themselves. We need to understand some of these cyber threats just as diseases and deal with them the way we deal with malaria. You know, if you want to deal with malaria, you know, you sleep under a net, you spray your room with insecticide, you ensure that you take malaria medicine if you're going to a malaria-infested area, and so on. In the same way, we need to treat our cell phones as potential vectors for so many diseases, so many viruses, and learn how to protect ourselves from them. In closing, I wish to commend all of you for the work that you're doing and in addressing cybersecurity issues. And I'm glad that in the report that has been made, has been brought to our attention this morning, I'm glad that you're looking at the whole ecosystem. I think it's essential to look at things in their broader sense if we want to deal with the problem effectively. A critical area I think that we must pay a lot of our attention to is the way in which cybersecurity defenses, the applications and solutions, can create employment for our young people. Recently, I was talking to a professional from a country that has done very well in cyber defense, and they informed me that they make more money from cybersecurity defenses than they make from the sale of military equipment. So there's a huge potential there to empower our young people, to put money into research and development, and this is something that we must do, and to just draw from the savviness of our youth, not only to empower them as our first line of defense, but also to ensure that they also draw employment and career fulfillment from this new area.